The data from Imagine Nashville is in. Over 10,000 Nashvillians spoke to what is most needed in our community, and the data emphasizes how important the work we are doing together at the store is. Welcome to the latest edition of Feeding Change, our monthly video newsletter where in 4 minutes or less, you can learn how the store is changing the way hunger is addressed in our community and how you can help. I'm Colin Mayer, the CEO of the store, and I'm so glad to be with you again. Imagine Nashville undertook a community-driven process where thousands of our neighbors shared what makes our community great and what is still lacking in Nashville. Well, we now know some of the answers. The data tells a story of a Nashville that is a great place to live and a strong community for some, namely those who have a good income, stable housing, and are food secure. But the data also says that more than half of the city's low-income population feel excluded. They feel left out of Nashville's prospering. And you know what people say is the very most important element in a neighborhood or community? 84% of people said access to a grocery store so they can choose nutritious food for their families is either very important or absolutely essential. Yet we know this is not the case for all. My family has 5 grocery stores near where we live. Yet we know that there are multiple food deserts throughout Nashville where many people can't get the food they need. They feel left out of the growth and prospering in Nashville because they are wondering where their next meal is coming from. And so here at the store, until we can get a grocery store in every food desert in our city, we are welcoming our neighbors in need to shop with us for free for the nutritious food they need. For our April Spotlight, we have our longest standing volunteer, Tony, who's been volunteering with us about as long as the store has been open. Tony, how'd you get connected with the store?
Well, actually, we moved here in 2018, and it was word of mouth that I heard about the store, and I was getting ready to retire right around this time the store opened, March of 20, and we had COVID hit, so we started with deliveries rather than the store being open.
Awesome. So glad you found us. What do you think makes the store unique?
Well, I think the shopping experience is different than a typical food pantry where somebody would drive up and receive a box and there's little choice or selection involved. And here, there's a lot of choice and selection, especially in the produce area, which we're right around, which is remarkable. Fresh, local.
Love it. Yeah, what keeps you coming back to volunteer?
That's an interesting question. When you work for a long time and you're used to being out of the house every day, and your wife is used to being out of the house every day, I knew I would need something to do in retirement. This has been great for me. I've worked here twice a week for the last 4 years, and a lot of the other volunteers are regulars. We've become very friendly, and I know a lot of the customers at this point.
Well, we are so grateful for you.
Happy to be here.
Thanks.
Thank you.
April is Volunteer Appreciation Month, and so our call to action in April is to sign up to volunteer. The QR code is right on your screen now. Many people ask me how we are able to run a free grocery store serving over 1,000 people with such a small staff. And the answer is that we have a dedicated army of volunteers dedicated to addressing food insecurity. We currently have over 1,000 volunteers on our rosters. Some come every week, some come once a month, and some come once a year. But every one of our volunteers is crucial in our mission of providing healthy food to people who are hungry. I have been amazed at the passion and the heart of the people who come back again and again to welcome our customers, to stock our shelves, and to bag groceries. And I am convinced that we have one of the most fun, engaging volunteer programs in the city. And we want you to be a part of it. So join us in taking action against food insecurity and sign up to volunteer today. Well, that wraps up our April edition of Feeding Change. I again want to extend some thank yous to the sponsors of our signature event, Groceries with Dignity, Comedy Without, including Nationwide, Boot Barn, Relentless Protection, Fresh Points, and HCA. The event is this Sunday, and all proceeds will benefit our Doubling Our Difference campaign, where we will double the number of families we serve this year. If you weren't able to get a ticket before the event sold out, please consider sponsoring a family's groceries so you can still be a part of that impact. And thanks to each of you, whether you are a volunteer, a donor, or just someone who cares about ending food insecurity in our community, your partnership is important, and we are so grateful. Until next time, let's continue to spread hope and keep dreaming of a community where food insecurity is a thing of the past. See you in our next edition, if not before.